Today is Friday, November 12th, 2020, recording in the United States. So this may be the last video that I might need to make before the official outcome of this election is declared. There is law that governs testimony and covers affidavits and things that that okay. So okay, well, when it comes to what we call evidence, there are laws that govern that. Testimony is evidence from witnesses. That's evidence. Affidavit, testimony can come in the form of affidavits. Evidence can come in the form of affidavits. So, having said that, I haven't had my dope yet, so I'm hoping to get to McDonald's to get me a cup of dope and I think I'm gonna stop drinking dope. Coffee, caffeine, that drug might be stopping me from getting into studies. But back to what they paid me to be a participant. Well, I'm gonna just leave that alone. Okay, people, the course do it this way. Maybe I should start preparing for my videos more. I just do things in my mind and that's it. Very little preparation. The Supreme Court and the federal courts have a rule of law. A rule of law. And that is, quote, testimony is incredible as a matter of law only if it relates to facts to which the witness could not have possibly observed or to events which could not have occurred under the laws of nature. Again, testimony is incredible testimony is incredible as a matter of law only if it relates to facts to which the witness could not possibly have observed or to events which could not have occurred under the laws of nature. Does anyone see how that works? So someone comes in and says that they heard or they were told by their supervisor to backdate ballots so that they would be in compliance with the state's law and when a ballot had to be received. And so they were so a ballot was coming in later than that date. And so maybe the post office, a supervisor of the post office told, because George Soros paid him, but not directly, but because of money that was put out for all this fraud to occur. So he risked his freedom, thinking that he could not or she could not get caught, and that whatever the fix was in worldwide for Biden, so don't worry about that. So that post officer, whatever they are called, postmaster, people just lie. They damn God, they just gonna do what they gotta do and commit the fraud so that they can cheat and steal this election. So people that, they may not like God, fear God, or may not even know God, but they do know right from wrong, and then they do know that that is wrong. And so they make an affidavit. They come forth. They probably even told superiors, other supervisors, and they, don't worry about that. We ain't worried about that. And they were like, wait a minute, now that's not right. And so, they see how the people are. They see something that this was strange. It is what it is. People that they admired, looked up to in positions of authority, cheating. So Rudy people and the United States government, they have stepped up, got involved, because Trump is not conceding, because, you know, Trump know how to do math real good. And he already knew he could, mathematically, he knew it's impossible for them to catch that unless they bring in votes at 4 o'clock in the morning. See, we don't want them bringing in votes at ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and adding them to the list. And this is what we're hearing after the fact is what they did. So this person makes an affidavit, provides it to the federal authorities such as FBI, the United States Attorney, give affidavits to Rudy. On the civil side, on the criminal side, they give it to the federal government, because if this is true, that's a crime against the United States. So it's not just a way for Trump to win, but these allegations, if true, is criminal conduct, so which the federal government will file. They have a duty to file, and you can know when Trump secures his election, he gonna order whoever the Attorney General is to file a complaint. Now that's just to get the lawsuit started. Whether or not the government can get an indictment, that's a whole different matter. But bringing a criminal action, making these people have to stand before a magistrate, arresting them, making them have to post bond, making them have to go into their pockets like they did Roger Stone and everybody else, and pay back an eye for an eye, that's legal. That's legal. If there's probable cause, see Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, Rule 3. The United States government can file a criminal complaint based on probable cause. Now, it's a different thing if, but that don't mean that, that it will, a grand jury will vote to return an indictment. So if the grand jury does not return a presentment or an indictment, then the prosecution has to be dismissed. You see how that works? So it's going to be payback. You got to know how Trump is. They should have never pulled that shit. They didn't think that through. But anyway, so please listen to what I'm telling you. So when it comes to pass, you've already known it's coming. When Trump secures this election, and if he keeps Barr or replaces Barr, Trump gonna order Barr to bring criminal complaints against them all. Every last one of them. And that means that a United States magistrate judge simply finds probable cause that a crime was committed. That's it. Once she does or he does that complaint, those people will be arrested. And they will have to go before a magistrate judge for the attorneys for James Comey and all the rest of them to show that so they get the let me think it now. Let me go back thinking how the process works. They go before the judge and for a probable cause hearing. And then they got all kind of avenues and laws in place for their protection. But Trump, we already know that they've committed crimes. So, but they still get their due process. They still get their due process. They don't take that from nobody. Because God is the final judge. So they get their due process, they bond, they can post bail, whatever, but they can get locked up. You never do. I'm like, me and Trump, we're the same, even for eye for an eye. I don't know, my reason for doing it is out of love. I don't know what Trump's principle or policy behind an eye for an eye is. I know God's policy for an eye is out of love, to change you. But you ain't likely to change unless you go through the evil that you put everybody else through. So you can feel that. But back on point, I've already made it to stated my position on the subject. And that is testimony is incredible only as a matter of law if it relates to facts to which the witness could not possibly have observed or to events which could not have occurred under the laws of nature. And so, let me be clear on this here. You can get mad at me and anybody else for just telling the truth, because that's your right. But at the same time, world, I don't give a know what about these people, because remember this now. When they was out here pushing all these lies about the president of the United States, Donald Trump, and about all these good people just wanting to do the right thing, how they attacked us, did the stuff they did to us, ruined our lives, all that was okay. Calm down, Wayne. All that was okay. For the news media, ABC, CBS, to sit up here and smear and put this man through all this stuff and lie, and do all this stuff, and all that was okay. And now it's finna come back to bite them and be done to them, and that's wrong. How is that wrong? How is it wrong for James Comey to be locked up and humiliated, and Obama to be locked up and humiliated and done to the very thing that they did to Trump and to we the people of the United States be done back to them? How is that wrong? Only thing about what they finna get done to them is the truth. It's just that ain't nobody feeling sorry for them. That's the problem. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for them. I'm not. They stole my baby. They lied on Trump. They lied on Roger Stone. We tried to tell these people. I tried to tell you ain't got nothing coming.